Assalamu alaikum. We know that based upon the electrical connections of field winding and armature winding, DC generators can be classified into separately excited DC generators, shunt DC generators, series DC generators, and compounded DC generators. In today's lecture, we shall talk about the separately excited DC generators, and we shall also talk about the shunt DC generators. In case of separately excited DC generators, there is a separate voltage source which excites the field windings, and when a rotor is rotated by primary mover, voltage is induced in the armature, which can then be supplied to electrical load connected to the generator. They generally insert a variable resistor in series with the field winding. This gives us a control on the terminal voltage, as we shall talk about at the end of this lecture. For DC generators, two variables of interest are the terminal voltage and the load current, and generally we have a plot between these two terminal quantities which is called terminal characteristics. Terminal characteristics are the plot of terminal quantities. For DC generators, terminal quantities are the terminal voltage and the load current. In this case, load current is the same as the armature current. So, plot between the terminal voltage and load current for a constant omega, that is terminal characteristics. We see that load current is the same as armature current, and by application of KVL, what we can see is that terminal voltage is equal to EA, the generated voltage, minus voltage drop across this resistor, that is IA RA, where EA depends upon the total flux in the machine and speed of the rotation of the rotor. This generated voltage does not depend upon the load current, that is the armature current. It is constant for a given omega and phi. It is constant, and at no load, that is when no electrical load is connected to generator, IA will be 0. At no load, terminal voltage will be equal to EA, that is at no load when IL is 0, terminal voltage will be simply equal to EA. And as load current increases, this drop will increase, and this difference, that is the terminal voltage, will decrease. So here we have a straight line, and this difference between EA and this terminal voltage, that is the drop IA RA. As we increase load current, the terminal voltage decreases. In obtaining these terminal characteristics, we have ignored one effect, that is the armature reaction. What is armature reaction? We have talked about armature reaction in much more detail. When load is connected to the generator, current starts flowing in the armature winding, and due to current in the armature winding have their own magnetic field which interacts with the main magnetic field created by electromagnets, and therefore distorts the magnetic field in the machine, and that distortion is called armature reaction. We remember that armature reaction had two effects, that is neutral plane shift and flux weakening. So if there are no compensating windings in the generator, there will be armature reaction, and due to that there will be flux weakening. Total flux in the machine will decrease. As the armature current will increase, the total flux in the machine will decrease, and due to decrease in the flux in the machine, EA will also decrease. So if there is no armature reaction, then EA is fixed. However, when there is armature reaction gets stronger as current increases, that is, as load current increases, armature reaction becomes more and more prominent, and therefore due to armature reaction EA also decreases, and that is the terminal voltage now has this shape. So this is drop across this resistor, and this much is the effect of armature reaction. Therefore, if the generator does not have a compensating winding, then as load increases, the terminal voltage of the generator will decrease very sharply. How to control the terminal voltage, that is how to change this terminal voltage. So we talked about that. So terminal voltage is given by Vt is equal to Ea minus Ia Ra, where Ea, you remember, is equal to K phi omega. We have no control on this quantity. Ia is controlled by the load connected to the generator, and Ra is the resistance of the winding. So how we can get a control on the terminal voltage? We can get a control on the terminal voltage through this generated voltage, that is Ea. And how we can change Ea? To change Ea, we can either change omega, that is if we increase speed of rotation, then Ea will increase and thereby Vt will increase. Similarly, decreasing the speed of rotation of the prime mover will decrease generated voltage and thereby decrease the terminal voltage. So we can get a control on the terminal voltage through controlling the speed of the rotation of the prime mover. However, generally the speeds of the prime movers, we do not have significant control, and significant variations are not possible in the speed of rotation of prime mover. Therefore, the second possibility is to change the flux in the machine. If we increase flux, Ea will increase, and that will result into increase in the terminal voltage. How we can change flux? By controlling the field current. Field current can be controlled by changing field resistance, that is change RF. So if we increase RF, field current will decrease, that will result into decrease in flux, and thereby result into decrease in generated voltage, and then Vt will be reduced. So we can get a control on the terminal voltage either through changing the speed of rotation of prime mover, or by changing the field resistance. This approach is generally not convenient, and we follow this approach to control the terminal voltage. So if we have the terminal characteristics, these are the terminal characteristics of a DC generator. Separately excited DC generator having compensating windings for a given value of field resistance, and if we decrease field resistance, the terminal characteristics will have this shape. This straight line is parallel to this line. So this is, let's say, for RF1, and this is for RF2, where RF1 is greater than RF2. That is, if we decrease field resistance, current will increase, and thereby it will increase the terminal voltage. So for example, if we have connected a load resistance RL to the generator, then what we can see is that RL is the ratio of the terminal voltage divided by load current, that is armature current. This RL, if I plot it over here, so this equation, that is Vt is equal to IL RL, that is equation of a straight line given by this straight line. That is, if we have connected a load resistor RL, then corresponding to field resistance RF1, the terminal voltage will be this one. This will be the terminal voltage when we have connected load resistance RL and field resistance is RF1, and the terminal voltage for the same load resistance when field resistance is RF2, that will be equal to this terminal voltage. For the same resistance but different field resistor, this will be the terminal voltage. So we can get a control on the terminal voltage by changing the field resistance.